It's been an interesting day today. The first card that we had for us today on the Starseed Oracle was the lifting of the veil. And this is interesting because not only do we have Pluto in Aquarius, but we also have a new moon in Aquarius today. And the lifting of the veil is really appropriate. And having loaded this short onto my channel, I was then told to take a shadow card. And the shadow card that came up was the teacher. And the good and light and authentic attributes of this is the ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. But the shadow attributes is manipulating and abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. And the deeper aspect of that shadow is that this is people who just teach for recognition. And we've had many abusive teachers through the ages, and especially, I have to say this, in the New Age and the spiritual movement. And it's really interesting that this came up because we still have to watch for this in ourselves and in others. And when I think of my own journey, there's one particular healer that I remember who I had met along my journey, a male healer who did laying on of hands healing. And when it came to needing some healing on a physical problem myself, I called upon him. And he came to my house, and it was an interesting, if you can call it that, experience, because he was very professional when he started and set up his couch, and I had to lie on this couch. And then what happened was he was making very inappropriate comments about my body. And I remember thinking, oh my God, how can this person be doing this job and being out there? How many times has he done this before? And I just ignored. He never did anything inappropriate with his hands, but he certainly was with his voice. And I let this go, and he carried out the healing, which was very good. I could feel the energy penetrating whatever part of my body, I can't remember now. It was some sort of physical joint problem that I had. I twisted something. And when I got off the couch, I just said to him, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you about what you're doing and how inappropriate and inauthentic this is. And he was so shocked that I said anything. And I thought to myself, how many women have felt like they couldn't speak up? And it was shocking to me because I could see how shocked he was that somebody was mentioning it, because he was known for what he did. And I thought, we have so much more authenticity to bring to the world, don't we, us women, that we have to keep bringing up what isn't the right behavior. And I had a real feeling of this when I picked out this card, or this card picked me to talk about this. And there are many, many gurus. Think about the gurus where it all went wrong. You know, think about they started their journey teaching spirituality, and then they started to abuse the women within the community because they had not worked on their root chakra. They had not worked on the base center in their body of sexuality, and therefore all the abuse comes out. And this is such a lesson for all teachers out there, and especially in the spiritual community, to work on your shadow first. And you know, I picked out this card from the deck as I shuffled. It was the top card that was going to come out, and it did. And then I went to the book, and when I picked up the book, I realized that hidden behind the book was another card that had been there for a while. And this is the storyteller And what I was drawn to was the negative traits here, where this is about the shadow attributes of the teacher who then starts telling stories about other people, making up tales, not being authentic, and again, within these communities that are set up with kind of guru leaders that become, even in modern day, within companies, you get guru leaders. They're not even there to teach spirituality, but what happens is they become the leader that people look up to because people have not given themselves enough time on their own story and on their own power to bring out their own power. So they stand behind leaders that are like gurus. And if you don't know it, the word guru means to take people from the darkness to the light. And there have been many gurus have done completely the opposite and come from the dark themselves. So this is a really interesting tale that's being told with the 3 cards that were shown to me today. And the day's hardly started yet, but I'm going to put this one out there because it's so, so important.